Hello again, and welcome back to another edition of Austin's American Flyer. It's good to have you. Thank you once again for taking a few moments out of your busy schedules to stop by. And today I want to talk once again, or revisit, how you might consider attaching track if you're building a layout. There are certainly many different styles of layouts, as everyone has different preferences. In my case, I like to have track that I can actually readjust or remove or change. And so my layout, while it's permanent, is a permanent temporary, if that makes any sense. So today I want to just share with you again, I did this about 2 years ago, but it's been long enough and it was a brief enough time that I mentioned this. I thought I'd delve into it a little bit more. And the reason this kind of came up again is because I've been working on some pretty extensive switch repairs, rebuilds, refurbishments, and there's no better way to check out the performance of a switch than putting it on a layout and running trains through it. So as I was contemplating doing that, I was like, hey, why not just take a few moments and also tag on the way that I've found to be really helpful, really successful at fixing track or adhering track to a layout. So let's get to it. Okay, in front of us we have a basically it's a interchange track that goes between this loop and this loop, but it's also a siding. And what I want to do is take this newly refurbished switch and put it here and have a short siding that goes this direction just for car storage at this point. So I wanted to just show you again, because of how I've built this layout, it's incredibly easy to do this. I have a Phillips bit on my screw gun, put it in reverse, and back up washer screws that I have placed near the bottom of the ties. And what that does is, as you sink these into your sub road bed, whatever that material may be, it will kind of catch on this lip and it holds the track down. It does allow you, just by loosening that screw up a little bit, to move the track if you have alignment issues or whatever. But the bottom line is, it becomes very easy to then undo these screws. And I usually do one screw per piece of track, and pull these screws out, lift the track up a little bit, gives me the expansion I need to pull this curve section out. And just like that, I can put my new switch in. Just like that. Okay, what is going on here? Huh. Well, got a piece of rail that has been just a little bit collapsed, so the pins don't want to fit in there very well. There we go. Okay. So, again, take two. So it takes very little effort to put the switch in, like this, like that. Realign my track, and now I can go about adding a couple pieces for a little short siding here. And because of the outside track curving in, I think we'll do a curve here. And let's do one more. Just like that. Now, if I want to come back and reattach things, I obviously just do the reverse of what I did. Put my screw up against the tie, put the screwdriver in forward. And there you have a piece of track. I'll snug that down just a little bit. That's not going to go anywhere. Now, because this is a bit of a temporary thing, I'm just going to leave that with one screw, but I'm going to go ahead and put one on the back side of the switch. Like that. Put one back one section further. And there you have it. Within a few moments, have a new siding installed and ready to run trains. Okay, I thought too it would be fun to hook up a switch controller and actually operate the switch. The challenge might be that I have no idea if the switch controller will function. When I was bench testing this switch, I pulled out a controller and the switch would only go one direction, and I thought, oh no, how'd I do that? And so I got a second switch and hooked it up, trying to, to figure out, diagnose what in the world I could have possibly done to cause the switch to only flip one direction, only to find out it had nothing to do with the switch, it had everything to do with the controller and the broken wire inside. So anyhow, the joys of old stuff, right? But go ahead and get this hooked up and see if we can get some action. Again, I'm doing a temporary jump from another loop that I have here on a separate transformer. I'm just going to use alligator clips to the track, turn the transformer on, obviously power that particular circuit or loop, and then see if we can get some action on this switch. I also have no idea if that switch controller will operate, but we'll find out shortly. All right, so there we have our switch working. Pretty awesome. Okay, now what I want to do is go ahead and run a train, and we'll see how the train fares through the switch. So much for taking a few moments of your busy day to stop by today. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found it provocative. And as always, please leave your comments below. Your feedback, your thoughts, and your approaches to track work is always very appreciated. Again, the motivation behind all this is ultimately to build the flyer community, increase the knowledge level, and help those that are new to the hobby have some good handholds on what to do and how to be successful with this hobby. So with that said, thank you so much, and enjoy your trains, and until next time, take care, God bless, we'll see you. Bye-bye.